off work today, and I do have stuff to get done today, but this morning I had an appointment. I've had a problem with my left thumb for a few months, and it like clicks and locks, so that's called trigger thumb. And finally went to the orthopedist this morning, and I got an injection of cortisone in that tendon, hoping that that works. I did not know that it was going to make my whole thumb numb. They said it'd be a couple hours probably, so I just got back about an hour ago, and I've got a few things I want to do today, but not with a numb thumb. So hopefully the pain's not going to be any worse than it has been being, so I can function. And they said that within a few days I should feel some relief. There's about a 50-50 chance that it's going to be fine. The pain will go away and I won't have the issue anymore, which leaves a 50% chance that it will not help, which would mean that I'd need to consider a small surgery to release that tendon. Don't know why it happened. It's my left hand, and I'm not left-handed. My job, I use my right hand a lot. My left hand just types, so I don't know why, but it's just been a real pain for me, like literally. Literally and figuratively a pain for me. The dogs are going crazy, as you can see, playing with each other. Anyway, here they come again. I'm a little scared. Oh gosh. So I hope this is entertaining. That's all I can say. Whew. Anyway, I'll be back in a few hours, and we're gonna till up part of the garden and get these potatoes seeds, the potatoes planted. I'm gonna go right now and defend myself. See you soon. Well, I tried to find something safe to do while my thumb is still numb, as opposed to using the saw or even the tiller in the garden. I was just gonna let it, come back on its own and do something safe, like put dishes away. But the first dish I went to put away was my big roasting pan, which goes out here in the garage. And then when I came out to the garage, I realized that my egg cartons were all a mess, and I had several in the truck that hadn't been put up yet. So I put the roaster away, and then I straightened out all my egg cartons, and then I was trying to get stuff out of the truck, and there is so much stuff here next to the truck, and most of it is cardboard that we've been saving to put down on the garden before, like under the garden beds. So all of this cardboard, I have decided I'm going to go ahead and break that down, which does include using a sharp utensil. So my attempt to not do anything dangerous with a numb thumb has failed, and I will be cutting these boxes apart and getting them out of the way and storing them flat somewhere so that we can function in this garage a little bit. So wish me luck. I made my chickens a banana pie. Still haven't got those dishes put away, and I stopped working on the garage and went in to have a bite to eat, and I haven't finished that, and now I've lost the knife I was using, which is bad because that's one of Dave's favorite knives. So I've got to go find where I laid that knife down at. I do still have a thumb. I have not cut it off yet. The numbness is wearing off. It is not numb where it hurts now. Only the tip is numb, but the bottom hurts. So just give it time. One thing I did do while I was out here not doing the other things I was doing is this part of the garden. We're at the kind of front end. There's the peppers and the tomatoes are on back there. Last year we had watermelon here, and that was the plan this year, but I ordered seed potatoes and did not realize how far behind we were going to be as far as getting this other garden up. And I can't wait to plant the seed potatoes because they're going to go bad. So this is where they're going to go. I need to till it. I'm just giving my thumb a little bit more time because that is not going to feel good on it. And I need to change into some shorts and cooler clothes because it's already getting very hot out here. It's very sunny, but at least there's a breeze and it's a beautiful day. That's where I'm at. I'm in the middle of cleaning up the garden to till it for the potatoes that we'll plant this weekend. I'm in the middle of tearing down cardboard so that we can walk through the garage, and I'm in the middle of putting dishes away, and I'll let you know if I get any of those things done today. I found a knife. Yay! All right, I can now get to my truck and around the truck. I've got everything kind of in a pile, and I don't know how that's all the cardboard I got. That's actually probably enough though. There is a lot of cardboard there, even though it doesn't look like it. So all of that's done, and I'm going to go back inside now. Alrighty, well, the dishes still are not put away, but I did get this done. I've got this area. It's probably about 12 or 15 feet by 20 feet or so, and that's all going to be our potatoes. So I did get that tilled up and raked out, kind of smoothed over. We're not going to do that until this weekend. I do have all the potatoes sitting over here that I've cut ready to plant, and so they're just drying out a little bit. They're going to sit here until this weekend. We'll probably bring them in case it rains, and that's what's going to go in the area that I just tilled. Well, I'm ending this day in the same place that I started it, in the hammock. I didn't get a lot accomplished today, but I got most of my goals done. We'll have supper here in a little while when Dave's done working out in the woods. He's cutting some trees that have fallen across our paths. So I got supper started. I got the meat cooked, and then we just have to throw some more stuff together. Got the garden tilled for the potatoes. Got the boxes, that wasn't even on my list. Got the boxes cleared out of the garage so I can get to where I'm going. I got my truck cleaned out. That wasn't officially on my list, but it needed done really bad. My thumb is still just a little bit numb on the end. It's hurting more than it did before the injection right now at this point, but it'll be okay. It's to be expected. It's nothing I can't handle. I've done everything I need to do today, and yes, I rested a while, but I just want to talk to you about something that I've really been thinking about lately. And you know how when things start coming up, like they're brought up by others, or you see them or hear them, you know, after the same thing is brought up 2 or 3 times and you've already been thinking about it, you start to think, okay, maybe I need to pay attention to this. And the thing that I have been struggling with is just overdoing it here on my days off. I work 3 days a week. I work 12-hour shifts, and that's a little bit hard on me. Physically, I'm tired when I come home. Dave usually has supper ready, and we pretty much eat, and I watch TV, and that's the end of my day. So there's 3 days a week that I really don't accomplish anything around here. But then the 4 days that I am off each week, I try to work on something. There are days that I'm just so overwhelmed that I end up laying back down in bed and sleeping for 2 or 3 hours and not getting near as much done as I thought that I could. But a lot of people, when they're when they're starting a homestead, they get burnout and they get overwhelmed, and it leads them to stop what they're doing. And I don't want that. And it is spring. Spring is a busy time for any homestead. We don't have a lot of animals to take care of, or we don't have like a huge farm like some people have, but we both work full-time. Dave does work 5 days a week. He works from home, which sometimes I think that's harder for him, because when the dogs need something, or they're barking at something, or the cats want something, then he's distracted and takes care of those things. Whereas if we weren't here, they would be fine. But my last video that I put out, one of my friends said to me, "You look tired." And I am tired. I've not been sleeping well every night. A lot of that has to do with some stuff going on at work, stress and things like that. But I have a really hard time finding a balance. I feel like I either lay in bed for hours and hours and hours, or even a day or two at a time, because I'm so overwhelmed that I can't go in any direction, or I feel like I'm overworking myself to the point that I'm just exhausted. And I've had to come to the realization that the second garden, the raised bed garden with the fence around it and the gate and the trellis going over the top and the roses growing through it and the corn at the back of it and the tile floor and the table that we can sit in the garden, it's not going to happen this year. It's going to be happening this year, but it's not going to be finished this year. And that is a relief. It's a relief to know that we've got until this time next year to get that done. But I feel like a failure. I feel like it's just sitting there and we're not doing anything with it. We have the materials. We have everything we need except the time and the energy to do it. And it's like we need to do that big thing, but then all these other littler things keep coming up, and just like getting a fence around the first garden, that really wasn't in the plan, but once we planted our stuff, our chickens can't free range now, and we want free range chickens. We want them to be able to get the nutrients, the bugs, and the things that help them to produce really rich, yummy eggs. Things like the garage light quit working. We've not had time to even look at that. The trees falling in the path that Dave's working on right now, that's something that has to be done. There's just a list. The list goes on. And then mowing every day. We mow about 3 acres. And that, this time of year it has to be mowed every week. So there's that. And it just, and it goes on. And now we've got a mama hen laying on some eggs. And within 2 weeks, we've got to figure out where we're going to move her out away from the other chickens. Mainly because the baby chicks need some chick feed, not layer pellets, and layer pellets can be harmful to them. But my other chickens need layer pellets. So, I brought that on myself. I let her lay on the eggs, and I'm excited about it. It's going to be so neat to see the baby chicks, but that's just something else that's taking up some time. And every little thing that takes up a little bit of time, that little bit of time turns into a whole day. So that's where we're at right now. Just, nobody said homesteading was easy, but the thing is, we homestead for fun. We do it because we like the thought of having our own food and having property, having our own wood to cut for our heat, things like that. And it's not in any way prepper stuff. or fear in any way. It's just fun. But when fun turns into a job, then you've got to kind of pull back the reins. So I can sit here and list 50 things that I want to do with this place, but I have to back up and realize that we can only do so much at a time. Working full-time jobs, being in our 50s, 12 acres of woods and yard and garden and bees and chickens and dogs and cats. It's enough, and I have to settle for enough. And I have to stop looking around at the things that I don't have, that I have not accomplished, that we don't have done, and I have to start looking at what we do have. We are blessed, and I'm glad that you guys are along for this ride with me. Thanks for listening. I hope that my old age wisdom can help somebody throughout these videos in some way or another. That's my goal. I just want to be helpful to somebody. So whether that ends up being with gardening or bees or chickens or marriage or money or life, that's my purpose here. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. I know this was not a very educational video. I really just ran around today and did nothing. See, there I go. I did do something. I accomplished a lot today. Maybe not video worthy, but yeah, it was another day and I got some stuff done, and I work tomorrow, and then I've got 3 days off. So we'll definitely be making another video in a few days. And thank you again so much for watching my videos. Appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy them. Would you subscribe and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment? And we will see you next time, just in a few days, I hope. You guys have a great end of your week, and see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.